go. My guy is back up. And let's go ahead and take a look at him. He has three coats on him. And I think it's super beautiful. Of this moon cat color right here. Adorable. Okay, so now we have our strip tape. And we're going to use it to get our little creases here, right? So I'm going to try this again. This way. Just try to leave a little bit on each end. And some of these I kind of went kind of crazy over there, like the pinky. So I'm hoping not, this time not to make them so small. You know what I mean? Right there. So let's see how that goes. By going a um, wider distance instead of so close to the edge. You know, I was like, oh, I want to have as many lines as possible. But, that's overdoing it. There's just no need. So it could still be beautiful without that. Because look how cute that was. So cute. Okay, so here we go. We got one down. And numero dos, number two. I basically want to do this with a polish that is not very heavy and thick. Because, like, what do they call them? Queens? So I don't want a cream, because it will take forever. I'd rather use a shimmer that could dry a little bit easier. It's thinner, so it doesn't lift, I need them to like marry right here, these two guys. So there I go. Got my third little strip on there. And yes, definitely this is, a little bit of work. But I do think that the effect is absolutely beautiful. So vamos, one right here. Oh man, that dude is tight clothes. But we're gonna work with him. Because I think he still does a good symmetry against the others. Actually, let's move this guy like a little bit over. Right here. Like maybe right there. So that is more and less of a distance on that, but still kind of like the same distance on the first one that went on. Oh, look at that. This guy wasn't even completely dry because look at that little strip right there. Made a little indent. We're going to leave him though because there's nothing dramatic. Look at him. Here we go. Let's put this one guy. This will lift him up from that bottom and give me a better flow. There he is. Alright, so we have the very first one in, and then I have to do another one coming across. Right? For it to look, the best, let's say. And here I go with the crisscross look anyway. So I'm gonna come this way, and look at that. I guess I just cannot avoid that little tiny thing, Is that too right? Let's do it just a tiny bit smaller so it kind of follows also what I have going on the one that I laid. At least try to be as symmetrical as possible. Yeah, I know I'm blind. Here we go. I don't care what that eye doctor says. I'm blind. You hear me? Alright, here we go. Here we like, oh, it's just a little bit. I cannot see. I cannot see. Vamos right here. Okay. I guess I'm doing a good guess job. I need to stop guessing so good, clearly. I'm like, yeah, it looks great. Or B, and it's really not even B. But I'm just getting lucky there. Alright, uno más, I think. Boom. Ahí. Right there. So, now we got it. And also, while I was doing this, I was like, you know what? The strip tape is pretty too. It is. It is. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to do a freshly bitten top coat on this. And with this, I actually did do multiple coats for that second color. 2 coats at least minimum. I did. No lie. So here we go. This guy's going to come in. I do want him to be kind of light so that he can dry quicker. And that's the reason why I did more than one coat on the last one. Here we go. Try not to lift any of the tape up so I don't have any, I don't know what to say, blending. Vamos a decir blending. I don't want any blending happening there, I guess. So I want to be careful, especially on the edge, not to strip that over too much. Or press down, whatever. On it. Kind of floated a little bit there as well. Uh-oh, whoops. Let's see how that guy, I'm about to look at him. Like try to pull. There we go. Try to pull this one in like this. To make sure that my corner, I don't want to see the blue color. And right there, I can see just a teeny tiny bit. So there, I cover it. Done. I'm going to put that under my fan and let that dry. And then I will probably do one other coat to that. It is actually, see, it's kind of hard to see because it is darker. It is definitely dark looking. All right, so let's get that guy in. Boom. Well, not in. He's not being cured, but under the fan. All right, so let's take a look here. I am turning off this fan. I've had this thing over here drying for quite a bit, actually. So here we go. It's been maybe like 20 minutes because I like to make sure it's completely dry. I mean, clearly, I always think it's dry, and it's not dry. You know what I mean? Gosh, what does it take? Let me a loco. Alright, so there it is. I did two coats. The first one you saw me, and this is the second coat that I added on there. So over here you can see, you know why it gets so dark in that little area. So here we go. Now, all you're supposed to do, or you should be able to do, right, is just remove these strips. Just gotta want to be sure that you remove the one that's on the top and not the one that you laid first, because then you're removing both of them at the same time, and that's just crazy, right? I will feel like that's too much for the lift. So I'm only gonna do, I believe this is it, because I started from that way, and then this is where I ended. So I'm getting my guy there. Does he seem dry? Almost, doesn't it? It almost seems like he might be, a little tiny, but survival. Still survival. So let's see what happens. Let me get this out of here. I'm working on another project over here. Actually, no, this is a very good way to dispose. I mean, not on a clean one, right? Okay, so let's go. You see a little tiny, but I'm not mad at you right there. I think you're fine. I think we could work. Alright, what do you think? We're gonna go, guys. We just go and let's see what happens. Oh, you see that? Oh, he's like a little bit, I don't know, sticky, but he still comes off. Nice. Very good. And I'm just gonna hit him right there just to flatten his little butt down. I think I'm gonna give him a few more minutes just because that was playing it way too close. You know what I mean? I don't want to play it that close, but you can see, it's clean, but that one was like, oh, trying to lift up with it. Yeah, you're not doing that here, homeboy. No, you're not. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes and then I'll be back on. See what goes on. By a few, I mean literally like 30 more minutes. No lie, that thing scared me. Alright, let's go. Alright, so here we go. It's actually only been like 15 minutes, but I have to go. So, alright, I think I'll be fine though. Let's go ahead and get our third guy out. And there he is. See him lifting. There he goes. He's doing pretty good. And done. And the other little guy, lift them up. And done. Now I'm going to come across my other way. And doesn't really matter because they're not interlapping with anyone else. Here he goes. Lift them up. Nice. Saw that? A little tiny bit right there. But he lifted together, so that's good. You know what I mean? Well, you can probably see over here, but I don't know how to get this light working properly, honestly. What is the best way to get this thing? Alright, so here he goes. And then I'm going to get my third one. There he is. Bam. And I can see my color underneath. Very nice and clear. Alright, and of course, once I take this off, I'm going to allow it to dry even further before I put my top coat on them. And I'm going to examine them a little better once I got this one off. One more after him. There he is. Is that one of those strips? Tape or what? I don't know, but we're going to look at him. Alright, there he goes. That's the way he belongs. Here it is. Grab and done. Okay, so all of my tape is gone. And here is my guy. Let me see if I can bring this over here and make it a little bit better to look at. There he is. Not with everybody's light being here. There he is. Alright. There he is. You can see him. He has all his little things on him. I'm pretty clear. And what I'm doing with him now is I'm just going to let him dry up some more. And then I will top coat him. And he is dry enough, you know, that this was able to come off, but without being too crazy. But definitely, I'm going to take this and just come through it. Not with acetone, because I know that would like try to melt my joint. But all this is just a little bit of alcohol. And what I'm really trying to do is make it calm down. Make it calm down a little bit so that he can get back into a good shape here. Calm down there, guy. It's like, why you so mad? Why you so mad? What I do to you, buddy? And I just carved my wave in there. No lie. Let this guy dry up. And then we do our thing here. Whoop. Don't be trying to lift on me there, buddy. Alright, I'm trying to make him marry. If I see anybody like sticking up, marry. Get back down there. Whoop. Alright. So let's let him dry for just a little bit longer. And then we'll go ahead and put our top coat on him. Look at him. So cute. I'm going to top coat him with gel though. Although this is lacquer. So that's even more important why I need him to completely dry up. Alright, there we go. Hey, my people. Okay, so check it out. I did this thing here actually for the first time. And I was like, I want to do it again. So let's do it again, right? And what I did here is use strip tape and just print it across and then just paint it on top of it and remove the strip tape. So I've seen people do this on YouTube using like floss sticks. I mean all types of stuff, honestly. This is just what I'm choosing for myself. I think I tried the floss stick or stick something similar to that effect, and I just didn't feel like I was successful. So I just tried this and this is what it was. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to be using these mooncat colors to kind of contradict each other or contrast each other. I have the full scream ahead and freshly bitten. So thinking that I'm going to do probably freshly bitten on top because it's darker, and then put the lighter color in the bottom. So definitely, oh, I do want to say that the ones where I did not put the gold stems on, what I did here is I just reverse stamped this right here is the trees are coming from. This plate, the owl is right there. And who else is in here? And then the deers. The three little deers right here. are the ones that are on this design. So this one is a Pretty Fingers by Robin, of course, and it is actually making a comeback the month of October 2024. So um, it should be coming up. All right, so that's what we did there, and we're going to do this. And as I said, we're going to let this peek out of the darker color here. So let's do that. Then I did mat it and added those stones to it in between. So let's start off with this. I would probably have like a fan going or something, because honestly, this polish, what is this again? This moon cap polish, it really does take a little bit for it to dry. So here I am putting my very first coat. I feel like I'm going to want at least 3. So I'm going to coat that and hook up a fan and let that dry. And then I'll be back once that's done. So that way we can finish it off. To get finished, you're right. We're just starting. What am I talking about? We'll put this strip tape on it. And then go ahead and apply the little top coat. So let's see. Diga top coat. The neck color bendito. Hey, so here she is. She is as dry as she's gonna be. You know what I mean? That's as dry as I'm willing to go. And you can even see, look at that. A little bit of an imprint. Gets on my nerves. Just like on my nerves. It just takes so long to dry, you know? Make me so mad. Alright, so I wish I could definitely do this with the other. Oh, so let's go ahead though and get our Wakani on him and lock him up. He's not boned, but we're gonna take him, you hear me? Because he's driving me loca. And wait like another 20 minutes. Here we go. So we're just gonna put him over. Actually got us some polish. There we go. Boom, because he is filling in those little spots, you know what I mean? The crossover. My top coat is going to fill in those cracks. So I do want him to be a little bit juicy when I put him on here, not too dry. There we go. Boop. Get him in. Let him kind of float around. Get where he needs to go. Overall, me like he got a little bit of impatient right there, but we not mad at him. We're really not, because he is still very pretty. That purple is such a pretty, pretty color. Oh, let's come right here, because I see like, you know what I mean? Like somebody is right here that's not clear. Well, not clear, but you know, I don't know how to say, but there's like, I don't know, maybe a hair or something like that is what it looks like. Alright, clean him out. Now I'm gonna flip him over for about 5 seconds there for everything to pull down. And then once he comes back, I'm gonna cure him for about 90 seconds. And then when he comes back, we're gonna put some of these little jewelries on him. But I'll probably mat him, because that's what I did with these guys. I did mat them. And then I put my jewelry on them. But I'm not gonna lie, I definitely mad it after the jewelry. I can see that, because my guys, my studs are not like super shiny. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we'll just go ahead and add him, and then we'll go ahead and mat him out. Okay, so there he is, looking much better there. Real nice. Oh, there he is. Let's put him in. I'll see you in 90 seconds. Alright, so here we go. She is out. And she is cute. Look at that purple shining on her. So nice. It kind of reminds me of a mermaid. The mermaid colors. The whole purple. With kind of like that blue underneath it. Love it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our little studs on her, right? Let's get our studs on those little corners there. That's what I would think we would want to do. Ooh, that feel good. I just did something with my leg that I feel like I can see so much better, or you can see so much better. Okay, so we got these little things. We just got them from Amazon. So let's try them out and see. I'm gonna want the little tiny ones right here. The other ones that I'm using here just kind of came from a kit that comes with a lot of other things on them. So I got this one specifically with just what I wanted. Those little gold things, but it comes, you know what those things are? Oh wow, so they're not in here. Wow, that's not even tell you how much junk I have. That's wild. It definitely does. Oops. So I also have some silver ones. It's all little tiny caviar beads, I guess. But the ones I used came in these. But they have a lot of assorted little guys, so it'd be crazy. I decided just to get this guy for this little caviar one because I really do like them so much. Okay, so we're gonna be using the maca rhinestone glue, and let me get a little something to lift this with here. My little pencil. My gosh, it's like a war. I'm sure it sounds like a war is happening. Oh, here he goes. Okay, so this is a little guy that came that just picks up the stuff. So we're gonna use him, and then probably this little daughter here to get a little tiny dot of the glue on the very specific spots where I want them, right? So let's do it. I'm gonna take this little glue here, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on this thing right here so that I'm just dipping from it, you know? And as you can see, I mean, this thing is like, it's pretty, you know, it's a little bit harder than, what is that stuff that people use? It's not hard gel, but soft gel. That thing, I'm telling you, today I cannot think for anything. And what I'm gonna do is just put a little bit in the spots where I want them, just a little dab, so that when I come with them, they're going to get in there. And let me get this little thing here so that I can kind of cure, little handheld cure guy, so that I can kind of cure them when I get them in. What I don't want, to be honest, is like a big overflow of glue, or for it to look more glue than my rhinestone. It's a tiny baby rhinestone, so you don't need to have a whole lot of glue. I'm getting them in all my spots there, just a little bit. All my little intersections, wherever they meet. Right there. Little spot here, little one there. There we go. I'm gonna put them also on that. I was very selective before because I mean it was really my first time, but I think it's fine. You should see. I keep these things in a box full, and they go through some trauma. You hear me? Cause they're just like all everywhere. All right, so here we go. We got two of them. I'm gonna land one. You stay there, and then another one lands over here. There you go. Pick up another little tiny baby and put him in another little spot. There he is. So cute. Is he too little? Is he too little? I don't really want him to be too bulky either, Tito. No, let's make him small. Let's keep him with the babes. Another little babe over here. And another little baby here. There we go. Maybe he never got glue, because you notice he didn't stick right there. I bet I didn't. I know I got him there though. Let me get here and put a little bit right in my middle section. Clearly went all around them. Here we go. Around the back end, right? Bam. Is that two? Nope. It's just one little baby. Let me grab my little guy from here. Boom. Got one little guy here. These are the teeny weeny guys. I love that. I love that. I love that. I feel like it just looks so elegant. Hey, guy. Me, go ahead. Yeah. Drop the ball. Boom. Another little guy there. So what do you think? Am I missing? Yeah. Why not put another little guy right here? I don't have these on this side. One. Here you go. Two. And I said I'm going to go ahead and take the plunge. You know, I drop my little dude in here and do this side. Where's he at? I thought I saw him. I didn't pick him up. But there he is. Maybe I'm not so blind because I do see all of these little guys. He's alone. He doesn't have an intersection, so I'm not going to put anybody with those little lonesome dudes. But here's my other one. Let me get him out of there. Come here, guy. Come home. There you are. Okay, so everybody's there. I don't even need to do any kind of wildness. But let's dry him. Little cute little dude. He's all good though. Look at him. Nobody's moving. Everybody's so stoic, so it's no big deal. I'm gonna cure this guy under my lamp. There it is. He's a curing lamp. Oh my god, it came to me. It came to me. It's always like that when you least suspect it. And I'm gonna put him in there for his 90 seconds so that I don't get paranoid, honestly. And then I'll be back. Let him do his thing. Once he comes out, then what he gets is a top coat, which I am going to do the matte velvet one because I just like this look better. These little guys, I want to say, is probably just one teeny tiny bit bigger than the other. So let's see. Alright, so here we go. We have our guy come out. Look how cute. She's got all her little thingies on her. She is a beautiful girl. Go on, focus, guy, focus. Get her. She is adorable. Alright, so with her being like that, of course, I don't want a whole glob of top coat on him, right? So I'm probably gonna need the help of a little tiny brush like this one, the Cos brush number 1. So that way I can kind of go around it so it doesn't pool around my jewelry when I'm putting this on, which is not so much of a trouble when you're using matte, but it is a lot when you're using, what do you call that other thing? Glossing. So we're going to try and come around there. Here we go. See, it just goes all over this. This is like zero way to avoid it. So I'm going everywhere, and then I'm going to use my other guy, my little skinnier guy, to just kind of pull it off. Anything that could be too wide or too thick around my jewelry, basically. There we go, because I don't want it to look globby, you know what I mean? I want the jewelry to be defined, so that's the point of that thing. It's coming around to my jewelry itself and literally just coming right around it at the bottom because I know it's going to self-level in just a few seconds there. And all of my surrounding, and look at that, I caught a little glob there. We don't want any of that. No, thank you, sir. Not around this guy. No. However, I do want it on top of it. I don't want it to have any shine, so to make sure that that's happening. Alright, so there he is, and I'm just kind of turning him around especially on the sides. You know, you don't want that glob stuff on the side there. He really is so pretty, but this is the last time you'll see this guy shine, okay? So you might as well take it all in. No more shine. That's going bye-bye. And I'm just looking, making sure, because with this guy, there's something that calcifies within it, the matte people. It doesn't matter, I've used different brands, and for some reason, matte just kind of like turns to sugar or something. So I'm just making sure that's not on it, that everybody's real nice. My jewelry doesn't have globs anywhere. Boom, boom. I think it looks alright. So we're going to go ahead, put them for just a few seconds, even though I know contradiction goes into the jewelry, but not as a glob. You hear me? It's just like a self level. Boom. Now we put our little guy. He's going to come out and be our finale. Adios. 90 seconds. Alright, so here we go. Our guy comes out and look at her. How pretty is she? Adorbs. I like her a lot. So there she is. Our little gal. And in a way, I kind of did the opposite of what I have going on here, where I have the blue and then the purple underneath. This time I did the purple and then the blue underneath. Such a pretty, pretty, pretty color, though. Look at that. Gorge. And perfect with her little bees. Oh, yeah. So, in comparison to the bees, the other ones are actually a little bit bigger. And so, I guess it just depends how you like it, But there it is. Seeing it in two different sizes, too. I'm almost feeling the bigger one more. I'm not going to lie. The bigger one is like pop, pop. And then the little baby ones. So cute, though. And how easy is that? Alright, there we go. Peace.